Okay, I'm back here with an update on my garden, which I think on the whole is going to be pretty positive. Here's the daikon patch that I'm working on. The landscapers were due this week, but they didn't come, maybe because of the rain. But as you can see, the daikon's growing really well. The largest 3 rows here have been mowed over twice already, so it apparently takes mowing pretty well. The Granny Smith, oops, stepped in a hole. That was smooth. The Granny Smith, I went ahead and pruned off the branches that were looking diseased. There seemed to be a little silk in amongst the dead leaves, so maybe it was a pest. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. A little gala. Well, not so little anymore. Seems to be doing all right. Let's see if we can find, yeah, here's a little apple, still growing. There's not a lot of them, but there's a couple. And over here is the little peach. As you can see, I've started mulching with straw because that's what I have. And the peach is just bursting with life. So I'm very happy. Over here is that little Miss Figgy. I'll try to get in close where you can see there are definitely new leaves growing. So the landscapers did not succeed in killing it. Its twin is doing just fine. Over here, what was the blueberry that the landscapers damaged. It's hard to see, but the stem is still half green, so I don't know if it's dead for sure. But what I've done is plant a few squash seeds just yesterday, so there's nothing to see yet. The other blueberry is still alive and kicking. I haven't grown blueberries myself before, so I'm not sure if this is normal after blooming or not. The surviving raspberry is still going strong. Not big, but going. I pulled out the other raspberry and planted some watermelon seedlings that I had started. So there's a little mound under there. Blackberries are still going. The one at the end looks like it's struggling a little. I don't know if it's the shade or if it's not getting the right amount of water, but it's still alive. And I will walk around. I know my patio area is still a mess. I am very, very slowly cleaning it up. So you'll see gradual change over time. It's my brush pile. Eventually I'll cut some of it up to use in my little fire pit. But here we go. So we have some new things here. I gave in and bought some sweet potato slips and finally used the grow bags that I've had 8 or 10 years. They've only been in there about, not quite 48 hours yet, maybe 36. The lone strawberry from the first batch is still going. I have since planted a second batch of bare root strawberries. It's too soon to tell if they're going to live or die. Not good luck yet. 10% success rate out of the first batch. My potatoes seem to be doing well. I've mulched them. I don't intend to hill them anymore. My amaranth is coming in, and every time it rains I get mushrooms. This is the red garnet, I believe. Yes. This is the green garnet, which is coming in. And the bronze amaranth is continuing to do fine. This ceramic pot seems to be doing better. My squash is definitely blooming. This is zucchini. Over here, this yellow squash has a fruit growing. I never saw any male flowers, so if that is a properly fertilized squash, I don't know who the daddy is. This one has buds but has not started blooming yet. This is also a zucchini. And there's buds in here. And we'll see. This is my attempt at a watering apparatus just before the video. I went in and added a second string to each one to double up, because it was definitely delivering water, but not at the rate needed. So here is, again, what I've been calling my weed bed. I've done a better job of securing the sunshade that I'm using to reflect a little light back at the plants. I think I have two different varieties of beans on that back row, and this one is acting like it wants to climb, so I gave it something to climb on. The two, whoops, I must have stepped on the squash when I was working. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't kill it. So we'll see if it recovers. These are my extra squash, so my heart won't be broken. Over there, I'll get a little closer. We have some very leggy but surviving daikon amid the weeds. I don't know if you can pick it out. That is daikon. And over here, the two pots that I planted with, these are Rutgers tomatoes, are doing quite well. Basil, tomato, another basil, marigold, and these are tiny little romaine seedlings. Same thing over here. Tiny little romaine. And these are continuing to grow well. So are these, actually. I've planted a few more things. I got some seeds from a friend from her seed library, and just this morning I planted some extra Hubbard squash in case the ones that I planted in the ground don't take. I've got tiger eye beans planted, just a couple cells, some bunching onion, broadleaf sage, lima beans. Over here, my friend gave me some Cherokee purple tomato seedlings in this round pot. And these are cuttings from the fig trees in her yard. So she gave me 4 of them. I will probably grow them in containers for the rest of this growing season, and depending on how big they get, maybe put them out when they go dormant. I think they go dormant in the fall or winter, or put them out in the spring when they're big enough that I'm willing to chance lawnmowers. And over here, out of all of these that I had planted with some old sunflower seeds, mammoth sunflower, red velvet sunflower, And these were also lettuce, originally planted with lettuce seeds that did not grow. Only one of these little guys grew, one of the red velvet sunflowers. But the black-eyed, I'd replanted these with black-eyed peas. And then I will walk around to the front and show the new bed that I've set up in the front. Side of the house, there's the bale of straw that's looks like it's going to last me the entire season. So I put down a couple of bags of store-bought garden soil, 4 cubic feet in all, that I bought from Walmart. On the back row, the plants you can see are the two sunflower seedlings that I was able to get to start. In the middle of that little speck of green is the amaranth seedling that I managed to start, so that's going to be a row of amaranth. In the very middle, nothing's come up yet because it's not been long enough, but I've planted a hill of small pumpkins, and I've got some marigolds and green pepper growing. And we'll have to see if everything grows here. Oh, I have new sprouts. If my memory serves me, these are probably the turnips that I planted. I've planted marigolds up front, then turnips, then you can't see anything yet, some multicolored Swiss chard, pumpkin, the marigold seedlings that I had, and the one green pepper seedling there, and some green pepper seeds that haven't had time to come up yet. So I'll be giving you updates on this little bed too. All right. And this is officially a no-dig bed because that is where our internet cable comes in, and it is very close to the surface. I've put a medallion that the previous homeowners left when they moved out on top of it, just to make sure I don't accidentally sever it, because I almost did while I was preparing the bed. All right, that's it for now. Bye.